I bought the my camera specifically for this game. Oh well, I can fix this in a bit. But anyway, everyone, I welcome you to... Oh crap, I mistimed it again. But anyway, I welcome you all to Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Oh man. I actually did upload this yesterday, but there was a problem with it, and apparently halfway through, because of how my internet was, it disconnected the video. Disconnected the video, and all you could hear was my audio. So I thought that to make up for that, I actually did just get rid of the old video and just completely erase the file data, well, this file, off my PS4, because there's no way I'm deleting my original file, because I literally just got 100% in that thing yesterday. Except
it's Crash Bandicoot.
I want to see how many deaths I have, especially with this one, because this is the game I know I'm gonna have the most deaths with. Well, the second one too, but that's because I've only touched the second one for about a good moment yesterday.
But Dr. Cortex, we haven't determined the cause of past failures.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general. He will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination.
Wouldn't it be better to find out what the failures were first?
Triumphant.
I gotta admit, I do like the animation on them. Oh, it's always seemed kind of cool to me.
Quickly, into the vortex.
Wait, so that means that Crash was like his only real failure out of all of them?
The vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him.
And Cortex makes a long list of heroes long list of villains whose creations can end up biting them in the ass. Cause seriously, tell me a villain whose creation doesn't end up biting him somehow in like any form of fiction. Like it works perfectly fine, and there's no repercussion. But anyway, this is Crash Bandicoot 1. This is actually not the one I've played the most of. In fact, I don't have the copy in my room right now, but this is actually believe it or not, this is actually the second one I played. The first one was Crash 1, the second one was this game, the third one was Crash 3. But anyway, this is Crash Bandicoot, everyone. Jump. All you can do in this one is just jump and spin, that's it. Oh yeah, there's also a pretty cool achievement you get for spinning away an extra life. I didn't do it there because I've already gotten the achievement. It's pretty much saying I meant to do that because, let's face it, if you play the Crash Bandicoot game, you accidentally spun a life away at some point. And if you haven't, then kudos. I wish I could be that lucky too. But anyway, here's one of the biggest upgrades from this version, from the other version. You can die in this one on most levels. In the original Crash Bandicoot, if you died, you'd have to pretty much restart the entire level in order to get the box gem. However, in this one, you can completely go through it without having to worry about that. And plus Aqua. Oh yeah, another thing, Aqua, those masks you just saw me pick up. Apologize for not getting that right away, but those things are pretty much your free invincibility. And I just lost my free invincibility and died in the first stage. Oh yeah, here's another thing. You'll want to remember this for later. You can actually jump on these. You're gonna have to later on to get boxes and certain other things in other stages, but right now you don't have to really worry about that. Okay, what's with me? That one wasn't even that one was completely my fault. It's maybe the first time in a while like all the deaths have been my fault entirely. Cause some of them I can chalk up to death perception, which to be fair, anyone who's seen like any of my other playthroughs will know I suck at that. It's actually the reason why it took me so long to get the freaking red gem. Because remember, that was the only gem stopping me from getting 100% in the game. After I got the red gem, I had no problem. But anyway, there's... Oh crap, I also forgot to mention this. There's two different ways to control it. One of them was with the D-pad, one of them was the analog stick. I recommend, unless you have been playing with the analog stick for your entire life, use the D-pad. Oh yeah, and by the way, with this second pathway, if you took this one, you kind of got screwed out because that's the only reason you have to come over here. Not even joking, the only reason it says one left is because the one's right there. And that ends the first stage. And here's one of the other cool things. This game autosaves for you. In the previous game, it wouldn't do that at all. I mean, in the first time this game came out back in the 90s, it wouldn't do that at all. You would have to, if you beat the level, it wouldn't save. However, if you got a gem, it would save. And if you ever got to like 3 of the rooms, which I'll show off right here. Also, you might be wondering what that little icon side there. That's actually a, well, those who play Crash 3, those are relics. Crash 1 and 2 have relics put into them. I'm not gonna go at those because you actually don't need that to 100% the game. They're just add-ons and stuff like that. One of the only bad sides I can find to this game besides its depth perception is the fact that it retains the challenge it had beforehand, which kudos to them for being accurate to the accurate to the original. But at the same time, there's a bunch of stuff that I can't really stand because I think that like a bunch of jumps are hard to make in this version than they are in the original. Not that this is a bad game. In fact, I will go to say I love this game immensely. Like, I don't regret the fact that I bought it. In fact, I literally have a physical copy right here. What I'm playing on right now is a digital. Well, I already knew I was getting this game because, trust me, this was a remake of one of the first games I ever played, Crash 3, on here, and I died again. And that sent me right back to the front. Oh yeah, you already saw me do this, but TNT boxes, don't spin on them unless you have an Aqua mask or if you just really like risking it. This is the only real reason I could ever see anyone legitimately doing that. Other than that, no. Also, another real big difference is those bounce boxes. In the original version of the game, you got one round. I mean, you pretty much would just get 10 bounces. In later games, they will give you 5 bounces per Wampa. I mean, per crate, and you get 10 Wampa fruits still, just to make it a little bit faster. In this game, they shortened that again. Also, I don't have to worry because I can't even get all the boxes in this. See, I think you need the green gem in order to get this one, which I'll try to show off. Like I said earlier, I'll try to show off gems. I don't think I'll be able to get any of them while I'm playing this, mostly because of the fact that they require you going through the entire level without dying, which is something I've never been able to do. I didn't even get the extra life for that. What you're supposed to do is like tap the button slightly. I thought I did that, but apparently I must have jumped too high or held it for too long. And here was the other way you would save Tana by collecting 3 Tana emblems. Except for in this thing, they actually look like her. In the original version, I couldn't tell that was her for the longest time. No, I digress. And also, whenever you, in the original version, whenever you picked up, whenever you got this far in, she would just be standing there and that'd be it. And it would give you the option right here to save instead of just coming back to the level. In fact, I'm not sure about this, but the other difference is that in the original version, Tana emblems didn't count worth a crap to your final. You could die in those. The only ones that counted were Cortex. There's another one for Brio, the guy who was lifting Crash into the chair, but you don't have to even worry about him. Though his levels are, in my opinion, some of the most difficult scenes. How many times I've died in them. And that's actually the risk what happens if you miss. There actually is one funny thing though. Say if you miss like 40 boxes, which trust me, that's possible if you don't get like the tokens and certain tokens and stuff like that. I should know. I've done it multiple times. but it is annoying whenever it does happen. But it's actually kind of funny to see it once, just because of the fact of when it does happen, Coco or spoiled it. You get to play as, actually after the first boss, we'll get to play as Coco. Didn't mean to spoil that, but to be fair, again, this game is, people have already played this game way too much already. I would say something about it, but I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm doing the same thing for about a week too. Like every time I'm not at work, I'm either playing this or I'm doing some stuff on Injustice, because I want to get characters leveled up so that whenever I do like live streams of Injustice, I mean some more Injustice live stream stuff to show off like character endings and stuff like that, I can actually do them. Because right now the only character I got up to like a really high level besides Red Hood is Swamp Thing, and that's because Swamp Thing Swamp Thing had like this really big thing over the last couple of days, I think, where he replaced the Wonder Woman one. So I honestly had to get that one done. I had to level him up all day. Partially with the AI loader, which thanks to this one Reddit post I actually found out how to do. Because ironically, I can't remember, there was a YouTube video I saw with it, and the YouTube video one worked, but it didn't work as good as the Reddit one I saw. Like, that was just beyond amazing. Oh yeah, I also hate those little guys. I don't know why, but to me they look like a mix between Tak from Tak and the Power of Juju and Sheen from Jimmy Neutron. Actually, you know what? No, just Tak. Come to think of it, has anyone out there ever played any of the Tak games? Because I actually never did. Besides one on the PlayStation, not PlayStation, but okay, good. I don't think I can get the gem in this one. In fact, I'm pretty much certain I can't. But I'm not taking any chances. That plus I want to die as low as possible despite dying twice on the first level. Like that was just embarrassing. Yeah, I forgot how short this level is. There's actually a whole gigantic section of the level. And also another thing is that in the original version you could actually jump over the side and try and get over there. In this version you can't do that because they made it so that that's impossible. Kind of like how in Crash 2 there's a certain level where you could try and skip past it. I mean past all the bull crap in order to go back through there to get the red gem in that one. But in this version I heard that they had switched, made it higher so you can't do that, cheat your way through like you could in the past. Which I would be more frustrated, but it gives me a reason to replay the level. Oh, here's another really annoying mechanic. The boulder levels. Well, in this game, they're not too bad. In the original, they were the worst. And that's only because of the fact of, you break all these boxes, yes. But here's the thing. You have the boulder chasing you. That's not the annoying part. The annoying part, however, is basically, if you didn't break the boxes yourself, the boulder would break them, but they wouldn't count. Making this actually one of the most annoying stages in the entire game, in my opinion. Also be careful because this boulder can get uncomfortably close. Though the death animation for it is funny because that's actually one of my favorite things about the Crash Bandicoot series, like the death animations. Because you can see some really crazy stuff with that. Fault. Though I do believe, like for example, look at this. I didn't have to worry about those boxes because the boulder took care of them for me. Now just make it across. Hopefully without dying in my case. Oh man. No, he does like some weird stuff with him. There's the one where he pulls it out of his mouth. There's one where he pulls it, I think pretty much just pulls out of his tail. The other one where he pulls out of his pants. Come to think of it, did the gems actually have a story in this one? I know in like future games they do, but in this game I don't think that they have any purpose really besides collecting them. Because in the second game, bring me all the gems and we can defeat Cortex with a laser. Oh man, upstream. I think this is actually another level because For some reason, like most of the levels early on, you can't beat. Well, you can beat, but you can't get through everything. Get this first. Oh yeah, don't stay on those too long because they will sink down to the ground, but they will come right back up. It's kind of like in a future level we will have to go through. There's in that one, it's actually one where you need to get the red gem. That's the one I can promptly think of because again I had to go through that so many times. But if you destroy the vulture in that stage, it will respawn eventually. It just takes a little bit of patience. In fact, the only reason I'm even bothering to collect Tana emblems right now is just because of the fact that it's an extra save point. I mean, checkpoint. I'm not even kidding. If you die after getting a Tana or Brio one, it just serves an extra tech. Oh god. Yeah, like for instance that. I have to wait until later to come back here and get the gem because of that. And there's another spot where the same thing is gonna occur. The only good thing with that one is that I think it's over a pit just like that one actually, now that I think about it. So never mind, I take back what I said there. So I know I can easily just skip a box in this one. In fact, I'm just gonna skip the rest of these boxes and just head to these. Because all I do is just complete it to get the save point. Oh, another interesting thing is that apparently if you die enough, you can get a gold, get the second level Aku Aku one. It is pretty much the same gem that you need because you only need one gem to complete this level. In fact, there's actually a gem level where you need another gem in order to complete it, making it the most annoying. It's actually the most annoying one in my opinion, just because of that. And the gem is like in a further level down, so it's just like you mean to tell me I need to go further just to beat this level to get a gem that I need to beat other levels further back. And the funny thing is, you don't even need the those gems in order to beat like the entire game. The color gems, because whenever you go to get the alternate ending, you don't need the color gems don't appear. Anyway, I'll talk about that again when we get to it. Right now, let's deal with this guy, Papu Papu, who might be one of the easiest bosses in history. And because I said that, he's going to hurt me. I have no doubts in my mind when I say that. Okay, that one was my fault. Huh, I've actually never... I hope I don't die to this guy, because I have never died to him before in my life. Yeah, you don't even need to stand near him. You don't even need to be, like, off. You just have to jump on his head. Now, be careful on where you land, because if he falls on you, it can count for you dying. And once again, easiest boss ever. I've never died to him. Even in the original PS1 version, I didn't die to him. And that's bad because my PS3 controllers that I use to play it are a piece of crap. And I do actually own the physical copy of it. I bought it from a friend of mine for like $5 at our other friend's party. I still can't believe I did. I still can't believe he let me do that. I would say something, but I'm happy. I got that game free, pretty much. Oh, and here's what I was talking about earlier. You can switch between Crash and Coco. Oh, didn't mean to do that. By pushing R2. I love doing it. I don't know what, because I like playing as Coco. And that plus, she plays exactly like Crash. So I would love it because of the fact this is Coco with a time machine. She played like the Crash 3 version of Crash. Or like Crash 2's version. Either or, which would have been really, really cool because you got two different ways to play with each Bandicoot. Until you got to Crash 2 where you just play the same, which that would have been fine too. They're both involved in the game since the very beginning with Crash 3. Instead of Coco, who was pretty much just sidelined in the Crash 2. I don't think you can get in this stage, but again, I'm gonna try my best not to die. Even though I actually can now. Ah, Brio. Brios are the second hardest, once again. There's, again, Tana, Brio, Cortex. Cortex, I think it'll be a long time before you even see his. Huh. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. Because I would have hated that if I had missed it still. Alright. It's like the worst part of this stage. Just getting right there. Alright. And I get it again, thankfully. Oops. I'm just gonna stand here completely invincible. Oh, here's another interesting thing. He makes the biggest freaked out face whenever you jump with either Crash or Coco. Oh man, it looks like he's in distress whenever you spin with him like that. I feel kind of bad now. But anyway, again, these things are so easy, it's kind of funny. Looks like I can go back and get these. You know, I don't know, but every time I think of Coco seeing Tana right there, I always think that she has like the most horrible insults to like thrash at her because of what her and Crash relationship is after this game. Because you have to, man. Well, at least I know there was no problem with me dying because I can't go down there and get that. Get those last. Get anything with that gem. Although I do know that one of the alternate gem paths leads you to somewhere else. And so it begins. And here's Embryo. Once again, embryos are harder, and this is actually. I'll show you how. Look at those! Look at the amount of solid footing I have. That's pretty much all embryos are, from if memory serves correct, like a bunch of TNT challenges. And that's it. Oh man, this is actually really terrifying to me. Oh well, at least the level's over. I still think the worst of it is whenever it says, "Congrats, but you missed one box." Like, to me, that is still to this, still to this day, the worst thing that can ever be done in this game. You missed a single box. That is the biggest way for me to give you a middle finger ever, in my opinion. Just pretty much pointing out that, yeah, I would have won. Too bad I missed a single box. Oh well. And here's Hogwild. A level that only Crash can do, actually. In fact, there's a ton of... I don't understand that, because, like, bosses, I can understand why only Crash can do it, because I think them seeing Coco would probably, like, mess up the Crash Bandicoot's timeline. Actually, yes, it would, because Coco wasn't even a playable character until 3. She was a thing in 2, but she wasn't... She was actually in a whole different area in 2. But anyway, this is Hog Wild. For those of you who played the original game, don't rejoice because this controls so much better than the original. Its speed is actually very good, and It doesn't go as fast, and I find it easy to avoid different things, including those tacks right there. Seriously, those things look like tack to me. Either like tack or Sheen. No, Sheen if he messed up his hair. Never mind, that's still just tack. Nope. No, this one's easy. There is a later one that you need a Cortex key for. that is way more difficult. I earned the life just as I died. But anyway, I'm gonna try and be careful for this one. I do find it funny because this warthog is the exact same one that you see on like the bridge levels. Are you serious? Please don't let this be my first game over. It is way too early for me to get a game over. Though the only good thing about if I do show a game over, there is something I do have to mention there. But wasn't it the same one? What am I supposed to do then? Alright, let's see here. Okay, I have to start. I'm trying my best to get the gem in this one because I can die without a worry in this one. It's just getting to the end, in my opinion, that's the biggest problem. And oh, come on. Alright, I think the next one's gotta be the one I have to jump over. I hope. Yes. Okay, good. Oh no, I'm not about to die to that thing, because that one has actually gotten me multiple times before. Did he have his mouth open when he got that one? Well, you can't see him, so maybe. Oh, here's a very good thing. In this game, the game will pretty much give you like hints. For example, in Crash 2, like one of the first levels, it gives you a hint to say pretty much be kind to every single box. What that pretty much translates is do not break a single box in the level. As I said right there, that's one of school's directions. Try the directional buttons. D-pad is, in my opinion, with Crash, D-pad for the win, in all honesty. Seriously, that honestly does bug me. Not Tana's face, but Tana. See, every time I see that one, I'm reminded of Tana's face in the original, where it's just like, why does she look like that? Although that is actually one of the cooler things. I do hope that if they do make a Crash 4, I mean, if Activision makes a Crash 4, they pretty much follow. I mean, find a way to bring Tana back, even though she left Crash in after this game actually. I know why. I think it was the reason that they gave was because a bunch of soccer moms were mad at Tana's design or something like that. Which in my opinion is just kind of like a really thing. Because even as a kid I didn't really see a problem with their design. There's way worse characters out there. Heck, Sega has one that's worse. And that's bad because in like other games besides... Actually after I think... Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Rouge the Bat and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I like Rouge the Bat. Mostly because she was cool back in Adventure 2. The levels were crap, but she was a cool character in my opinion. I liked her in Sonic X too, where she was I actually don't remember why I thought she was cool in Sonic X, now I think about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a chance. And as you guess, those things are gonna burn you. All these dudes are gonna do is just push you back off. I hated them because they can, sometimes when there's fire platforms right there, they'll push you right back into the fire. Or at least I can... Actually, no, now I think about it, I don't think you can actually get the gem in this one either. There's a ton of these. Oh yeah, don't spin on this one yet. I actually did miss that one once. Besides on my original file, because once again in the original game, these things didn't matter and worth a crap. But yet in this one they do matter, at least slightly. Ah, crap, no. I'm not going without that. Okay, I'm gonna try and time this just right, because I want to get this. Not that I could do. That's good, but that's not what I'm here for. This. Remember this, because if you don't remember this, it's going to be really, really annoying later on whenever you're trying to go after all the gems. Because I think you need the yellow gem or something like that. Which in my opinion is like one of the hardest. Oh my god! To be fair, I probably should just take, you know what, I probably should just taken that, because even if I did get hit, I still would have just come back because Wampa Fruit, I mean not Wampa Fruit, but I had the Aqua Mask. Yeah, that was actually really stupid on my part. I should have just taken that hit. Death for, actually I don't even know what was that one. Though to be fair, it can't be any worse than that one other level that I kept dying in over and over again. I can't remember which one it was, but I know that it was one where you actually had to not die in order to get the gem. Finally. Okay, I'm not taking any chances. That's just, oh my god, I thought I died there. Come on. Yeah, here's the funny thing. If you go through that entire thing, it sends you up into the clouds, which is what the easiest platforming challenge in the entire game. I'm kidding you. Even I didn't die to it my first time. It was coming back down here and then retaking this path that murdered me. You know, at this point I should probably just keep dying to get an Aqua Mask, because that is probably going to be simpler. Even though, to be fair, that's only like half the reason I'm dying. Oh, come on. How did that hit me? No, I'm serious. How did that hit me? Okay, that one I at least know how. That was my own stupid fault. No, at least I got one extra hit now. I did not mean to die that much, and I apologize everyone for... Why? Just why? Oh, thank God. Wait a minute. I'm not gonna complain, but I clearly should have slid off there. Oh, man. Oh, at least I think I earned back all the lives I mean, a bunch of lives I did lose. Oh, and here's the thing. You don't even have to worry about those because you can't get the Lox Gem in this stage anyway. So I'm just going to grab this one that gives me an extra life and then leave. Alright, that's the thing, too. If you die, they'll just go... In the original version, that was your sign that you had not only messed up, but you ain't even coming to this screen. Also, I forgot to point out, but she does get more hurt the more you get up until 40 when they're lying on the ground completely, and after they have a face like, is it over yet? Another one is like the face whenever you go through like a color gem stage and die. Perfect, but you missed, but you died. All right, next up is up the creek, which I don't think we can get it in this one either. And thank God for that. Thank God for that, Uku Uka. No, Aku Aku. Uku Uku's not until the third game. Sorry about that. I don't know why I confused those two. Though he actually does make a great cameo appearance if you do get a game over in this. Which, knowing my luck, is going to be sometime soon. Which actually better, because the original one was just the Crash Bandicoot scream only with a game over on there. Okay, how did that one happen? Let's try this again. Someone must be with me today. Yeah, it could be because I really haven't played that much of this. Just mind, again, today I played nothing but Injustice. The heck? Oh. And yes. Oh, killing the monkeys, considering how much crap they gave me in the first game, I mean, like my the original version, is honestly so cathartic because of this remake. Oh god. But the moment I saw, the moment I jumped, I realized I'm not gonna make this. I should stop taunting. I have no right to do so. Oh, you can actually kill those things. It's just their hitbox is so tiny. I wouldn't recommend spinning into them. No, don't you dare. Oh god, I actually did it. Though here's the thing, there's actually 2 boxes that you need to get down here. Unfortunately, I do believe I'll show you where you have to go in order to get them. Okay, good. What you have to do is go all the way back over here. I recommend coming from this side because extra life. And then it blows up. I probably missed one of those, knowing my luck. That was a dumb idea. Not so much dumb idea, dumb impulse. Seriously, every time I do that, it makes me freak out. Oh, and by the way, those things will spin away, and I don't know if you can recollect them, because I've actually never... I think I've only done that on like whenever I was just bored and revisiting certain stages to like calm down from the fail I'm gonna have like later on this game. But I'm honestly just doing this now because I realized that I'm gonna need as many coins as Wampa Fruits as I can get. Though once again, this game I still love this game though. Well, this version more than the original because I can actually play it somewhat and beat it. Because in the original one, beat the first boss and everything like that. I think I'm on I'm actually on the stage after this right now because I didn't get this game until recently before the reboot. Like about a couple weeks before my buddy's graduation. Oh my god, I actually couldn't get it. I'm sorry, I don't remember which ones I need to, not die in order to get these. But it looks like I don't have to come back to this level again. Now time for a really, really annoying boss, Ripperoo. Now here's the thing, Ripperoo is not annoying because of the kind of boss he is. In fact, Riveroo, all in all, is a pretty cool boss design. In fact, we'll be seeing him again, and he's pretty much just an insane kangaroo or dog. What is Riveroo? Probably, actually a kangaroo, probably, most likely. Yeah, kangaroo. And here's the funny thing: he actually went so insane that in the next game he turned sane. I know it sounds like I'm. What? I know it sounds like I'm making that up, but I promise you I'm not. That's the actual story of what happened to Riveroo after this game. What you want to do is try to get him into the right spot. Oh God. I want to try to get him in this corner over here for for these next 2 tries. That was dumb on my part. I forgot he jumps there. Like, once again, not even gonna blame the game for that one either. I don't want to, because I'm not gonna blame the game for when it's my own fault like those last 2. I just have to plan this out perfectly. Okay, this one actually might take me a couple of tries because this is actually kind of embarrassing because when I played it earlier, it took me 1 try. But now I'm recording myself again, it's gonna take me more than that. Huh. Maybe if I get him over here, I can actually get it to work. Okay, I'm making this more difficult than it has any right to be, in all honesty. No. What is he saying when he drowns? How come I keep showing off the death animation I don't want to show off over and over again? And that's how I know I'm sucking at this fight. Are you serious? I'm gonna be halfway tempted for the last one just to spin into the thing. Oh my God. This can't be real. I should not be having this much trouble with him. You know what? I'm actually just gonna tempt fate and do this. I don't care if that's cheating. It is worth losing Akko Akamash just to do that. Wow, I am actually doing much terrible this one than I was my original one. Because my original one, I would have already been to this level already. I don't think I died that much in my original take of this. Again, because of the immense amount of hours I put into this game the first time. But anyway, let's go to the next level, Lost City. The first of the color gem levels. Fuck these levels. Just fuck these levels. And I mean that from the deepest part of my hate. Because these levels retain something that the older games did too. You can't die in these. And that actually does frustrate me a whole lot. And they start you off with that bullcrap right there, where you have to where you have to pretty much maneuver your way around. There's a ton of that in this stage if you mess these up, where you have to pretty much just pray. If there's a single one, it's easy. If there's multiple ones, you better pray your reflexes are good. Oh yeah, I accidentally spin a couple of lives away, which to be fair isn't actually that bad in this game. Because if you spin a life away and you do happen to die, you can go back. Whenever you do die, you can go back and get it. And I'm screwed now. But anyway, another thing, don't spin into that. I know it sounds obvious, but trust me, just don't, because if you do that, you won't be able to come here and get this. You can still get that crap. You can still get the extra life. You just won't be able to get the Brio token, which again you need in this version. That is mandatory, and a save point. So it's pretty much like a, why wouldn't you pick this up? Oh yeah, be careful, because I do know those things can push you out and make you walk away for a bit, which has actually led me to falling down some pits in this game. Alright. Though this one you actually need to maneuver so you can get the Brio token. After that, I recommend just waiting. If you can get the crash, if you can get the extra life, go ahead. I can't. I've done it a couple times, but I'm not gonna waste time. Even though I do need all the lives I can get, because you've all seen how I play. Because this is one of the games where I can't play recklessly as possible. In Shovel Knight, I can get away with that. In fact, whenever I get to Plague Knight, I'll show off how I can get away with it too. Because I'll probably go to Plague Knight before I do Spectre Knight, because I love Plague Knight's campaign. I beat that thing in less than a day. Like the day after it came out, I booted up on my PS4, played through it, and beat it. I can't say the same thing for the original Shovel Knight. Or for Plague Knight, who did take me a long time to beat. And after that, I didn't pick up the game on my on my 3DS, because it just straight up got ruined. Yeah, no. So here's the funny thing, any boxes near the one, by that, will stay there even when you die. And here's the annoying one. Don't worry about this. Even if you don't smash that box, it's still going to be within the blast radius. So yeah, that's actually one of the other things I love. Stand right next to him. You will not get blown up. But anyway, my only thing left to do right now is just not die. In fact, come on. I don't know if there's any real difference between the red one and the other one, besides the fact that one being a little bit more frightening. No. I think what you're going to want to do here is just wait for a bit. Especially with this one, because all you're going to do is just wait. As soon as that happens, you can just cross and get past this one, because that one doesn't obey the same pattern that those last two did. Okay, this one you're gonna need just to get this box. Oh, thank God. Once again, I'm not joking when I say that this is actually one of the toughest levels, mostly because of the fact of how depth perception tends to like to mess with me. Part of it is my fault, I will admit that, but at the same time, Jesus, it's terrifying. I recommend going after everything you can here, because look at this. This is pretty much grind. Grind for all the lives you can. You're going to need... And I lost my mask. The only good thing is that I don't have to worry about, I don't have to worry, because if I die in here, still get the I can still get the color. There's still a chance for me to get the color gem. That's like the only saving grace about these things being mandatory. They're an extra save point, and they help... Trust me when I say you're going to want to try and get these things out first. Oh, crap. I saw that and knew I wasn't going to make it across, too. once again, I do apologize, everyone. I shouldn't even be dying to this one because this is way too early in the game. Then again, to be fair, this is pretty much for some reason called the Dark Soul. I mean, pretty much like platform darks. I mean, pretty much like Dark Souls for kids and stuff like that. But I never really got. I don't understand how people can. That is not what I meant to do. I actually meant. You know what? I'm actually just gonna do what I used to do and just break the top boxes. Because if I break those, I won't have anything to worry about. I'll get more than enough for like extra lives and stuff like that from the bottoms. Why? Just why? Yeah, at this point I don't care. I gotta admit, listening to this music is pretty good. Yeah, you can actually get up to 200 Wampa Fruit in there, but I'm not risking it. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, that if you're too far over for too long, the entire thing is going to flip around. Actually, once again, really, really terrifying in this game. Which I find funny. For certain people, the most scary things they're going to see is certain things they see in horror games. For me, it's this. And I think I actually might make it this time. It all depends on how I do this part. And here's something weird. They break for you. Now, I actually did once die after getting... I mean, I actually did miss the platform there. Oh, thank God. First try on that one. I don't exactly remember which one it is, but I'm happy right now because I just got through that. My first time playing through, I couldn't get through that to save my life. Oh, jeez. I would look up what gem I need for that one, but I actually am kind of terrified because I do know what the levels after this entail. So let's go back and see which one I need for this one. Call me whatever you want to, because whatever it is going to be right, like a coward or wuss or something like that, because that's what I am going to be right now. I don't think it's this one. I think it's either this one or... let's try out this one first, because I think it might be this one. Oh, and here's the thing. There's a stage up further, which is torturous. I wish I was joking with you, but it is one of the worst levels. Not really one of the worst, but it's the most terrifying levels. Because you're high up in the sky. And like Mario, where those levels at least give you something happy and joyful to think of while you're playing through them. And I actually don't think this is it. I should look it up. I do apologize, but I just can't. I don't remember, and I need to figure out which one it is. So let's see. Alright, once again, I do apologize for this. I just want to know where to get this from. Okay, let's see here. I already got the one in Sandy Beach. Okay, my bad. It actually is this one you need it for. Once again, I apologize for that. It completely slipped my mind. I had to go and look it up. I apologize for that. I'd edit it out, but I can't because live stream. That plus I don't even have the button push right now, so there's nothing I can really do. Well, I do hope this is right. Oh yeah, and here's another thing I forgot to mention. Oh no, I already did, but grabbing this will start the time relic. It also make me lose my Aku Aku. So yeah, we're not doing that right now. I might go back one day and do them for Crash 2. No way am I doing it for Crash 1. Because once again, that requires you not dying in this stage. Me taking my time through most of these stages is going to take a whole lot, it will take a whole lot of time. That plus there's a ton of stages I have yet to do that for, and I'm not going to waste anyone's time by doing it. I might show off like one time trials since I know I can beat the first one efficiently. But anyway, I do believe that yes, it is. And here's the thing: you had to go. Think about it this way: you had to go through all that, not die, just for this. I'm gonna break these boxes before I show this off because this is actually really, really annoying. You go through all of that trouble just for this. Granted, the 3 lives are good, but at the same time, you mean to tell me that I had to die and go through all that other stuff for 3 boxes? Granted, they're 1-up boxes, which is a plus, but at the same time, that's not right in my opinion. But I do think this will be the last gem box we can get in this game for now. Oh, so now it lets me get it. Wait, why am I complaining? That actually just makes my time faster. That means I can get back to playing well. Oh god, I just remembered that. No, because after the next level is a level I utterly hate. Not wasting my time. It's not a waste of time really, but at the same time you get so little from this, I don't care at the moment. Out my way. You already know I'm at the parts I can just rush through right now. And I now have I now have that gem. I don't think there's no way I can get the green gem in right now. I'm gonna go ahead and check again. Yeah, don't have to worry about anything else right now. Yeah, in fact, I don't even think you need the green gem for anything else. No, there's a level down. There's a level way later on down that you actually do need the green gem for. Anyway, we can't get that one now, so let's just continue on now. Let's see, where will we go next? Ah, Temple Ruins. Oh, I don't think we can get the gem in this one, but I'm gonna try to, even though these levels are, in my opinion, some of the most frightening. I know I said a lot, but look at this stuff. There's so much stuff in Crash Bandicoot that could easily terrify a kid if this was the game that someone decided to get them. Like, I honestly want to let my little cousin Alex play it, and I'll probably record it just because of how much fun it's gonna be. Because the kid couldn't beat Devil May Cry 4 on his own. Which I do find kind of funny, because even though I find it funny because a bunch of games I played when I was a little kid, he couldn't beat for some reason. Because he keeps, well, honestly, part of it is just because he keeps lying to us about the games he says he can beat, and continues to talk smack despite the fact that I think every single game that we all play, he could beat. He has never beat me in. Now, if we were playing Call of Duty, he would beat me in that, but that's because I have not cared about Call of Duty. My other cousins have. They love the series, and I'm glad they do because they have fun with it. But it's not my thing. Because in my opinion, if you like something different than me, I'm not gonna put you down because of it. In fact, more power to you. You found interest in something I can't find interest in. That's good. For example, I love JoJo. Been ever since like December of last year. I've been really interested in the series. Watching like X Force and a bunch of Many Not the Bad Guy, Caleb AI, and a bunch of other people who really do like the franchise, and it made me want to get more involved with it. Kind of like how Anime Fan Talk did the same thing for me in One Piece after I spent like about a good 4 years hiatus off of the series. Now if only could do the same for Bleach. No offense to Bleach fans, I just never cared about Bleach. I will say the same about Naruto, but Naruto has continuously dragged me back. I've been going in and out with Naruto for years. That plus Naruto was actually one. Actually, if I ever get an Xbox, if I ever get like some adapters so I can record Xbox games, I'm going to do that with Naruto Rise of Ninja first because I love that game. It's actually one of the very first games that I will fully admit made me cry. And I wish I was joking when I say that, but it honestly was. In case you're wondering why it wasn't something like Final Fantasy 15, I didn't play Final Fantasy 15 until the year I got out of high school. In case you're wondering when that was, 2016. No, not 2016, but 2015. Because during the summer, my mom was actually kind of sick, so I was some of my little brother were taking care of her, and I got that game with some of the money I got, and played that throughout the summer when I wasn't helping my mom out. Honestly, pretty cool. It was a pretty good summer and all. I beat 7, touched 8, and never did again. I don't know if the snake comes back up. I don't think it does, because if it has, I would have seen it by this point, because I've actually had to like leave the controller right there one time. The other time, that snake showed back up, didn't he? At least I'm right next to where the checkpoint was. Alright. Oh, you just walk across here. Like, you have nothing to fear, really. It's just this part that terrifies me. In all honesty, that might be just because I need to brighten up my TV. Alright, come back down. Once again, thank God this thing doesn't count my death. I mean, thank God I can die in this version. Oh, interesting thing. I actually one time did fall straight back down there. On my way, spider. Speaking of spiders, I've got to get a recording Shantae App Genie Hero because I've been meaning to play that, and that plus the next expansion for that game is actually coming out. I actually did do that. I think I messed up near the very end of the playthrough I had planned out, because I think that if my schedule went the way I wanted it to, I would be probably just getting to Devil May Cry 4 right about now. Because my original plan was to get Shantae Half Genie Hero done, all the backtracking and everything else along with it. But due to a bunch of complications with the playthrough, I couldn't, because I've had that on my system for a long time before that. But I messed up, so I decided to like scrap the whole playthrough because of the fact that certain parts of it were out of order because of that. Like, there were a bunch of items I couldn't go back because you gotta do a lot of backtracking in Shantae games. My only worry here is that those bats are gonna blindside me. Because that's actually happened to me a lot. In fact, if I still had the original version of this up, it will show you where the bats blindsided me before. If that was before my recorder stopped, I mean before it stopped showing like footage and stuff like that. But anyway, this is actually one of the worst levels in the game, in my opinion. Next up, not badly designed, just your heart is gonna just the kind of level it's making gonna go. I think my heart stopped. Road to Nowhere. Again, I can't stand this level. I really, really can't stand this level. Excuse me, but here's hoping that I actually do good in this. Who am I kidding? We've all seen how I play. Oh man, let's see how many times I die in this level alone. Because there's a harder version of this one. In fact, one of the other things is the only good thing is that there's no box gem in these. Not box gem, because there's box gem in every level in this game. There's no color gem, meaning that I can die happily. Also, watch out for this warthog. Oh yeah, and if you are having a lot of trouble, I recommend just walking on the ropes. Because here's the thing, if you walk on the ropes, it saves you pretty much. Just concentrate and do the best you can. Pay attention to where your drop shadow is. You know, the sad thing is, if this was Sonic Unleashed, I would have probably died multiple times. And see, I don't even have to worry about dying, really. In fact, if it wasn't for the fact I was recording myself, I probably would have died like 15 times. Because that's about how many times I believe I died last night when I did this. But Jesus, this is actually still the most terrifying thing in the game oh god. And here's the thing, we're not even at the worst part. Those turtles we saw? Yeah, they're your saving grace in this. Oh, jeez. How was that happening? No, you saw that. He just floats in midair. Oh man, I apologize for being really silent, but I honestly don't know what to say at this part. Just try your best not to die. That's about all I can say, and that's the only really bad thing about this. It takes so much focus for me to get this part done. And oh good, you're here. Though one of the other things I forgot to mention is like, while I'm here, I might as well mention like a cool little animation you can get with Aku Aku. If you have, sometimes you'll do, idle animation with him, and one of them is pretty much the two of them playing together with a Wampa fruit. I know it's with Craft, but I don't know if the same thing happens with Coco. Oh god. And here's my checkpoint before things get terrible. You know, I'm surprised there's not a squash animation for that. For the fact if you get crushed by that, because I think you could if you actually tried to. It's just that I've never tried to. In fact, if anyone's ever tried that, can you leave that down in the comments? Alright. Just try your best to make it across this. This is Nightmare incarnate, in my opinion. Oh wait, I'm thinking of later. I think you can make it across that. It's just I don't want to try and like go over the platform because the gem will literally just bring you over the goal and then carry you off. Well, not carry you off, it'll bring you over, then it'll give you like these two wampa for you have to jump over to the next two, and at that a platform which has like the last couple of boxes. And it's not like you need multiple boxes, you just need the same one. Again, I think the red one. Why is the red one tied to some of the most difficult and heart-pounding stages? Because the other level like Road to Nowhere, you don't need that thing at all. And deep in my heart, I'm just like, oh thank God, I don't need to go back and do that. And this thing flat out tells you, you don't have to worry about dying, you need the purple gem in order to beat this. And I love that, because it pretty much just shows, hey, don't waste your time. So I understand that was like part of the big thing with the first game, but how many kids do you think would be frustrated they mastered level to the point of perfection, and then found out that you still can't get this gem? Because you know there's some kid who did that. Trust me, there are kids out there who never played, who played Kingdom Hearts and never seen a Disney movie. And I know there are people who've seen Disney movies because my friend is one of those people. Okay, cutting that one a little too close for comfort. Anyway, what you're gonna want to do here is stay ahead of this thing. Because I'm not gonna lie here. This is honestly just freaking me out. No! I'm too close. I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna get crushed. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I made it! You know, actually I'm kind of... Okay, once again apologize. Did not mean to do that at all. Okay, so it actually would have crushed all those. But I recommend just holding the D-pad, mostly because the fact that with the D-pad you're going to get more precise movements. But oh god, this is honestly still terrifying me just because of the fact of how close this thing can get. No! It's getting too close, it's getting too close. I kind of wish I missed 2 more boxes just so I could show what the second part of that looks like. I feel so bad too because, well, not just for her but for Crash, because for the rest of this playthrough it's pretty much going to be the Coco Insane trilogy featuring Crash. Because Crash for the first 2 games is only available for the first part by himself. Then you can play with, oh god. Oh wait, this is Sunset Vista. I can die. I mean, this is this version of Sunset Vista. I can die in this one. Seriously, this level's one of the longest ones. In fact, the time relic for this one is 5 minutes. Ironically, it feels just about as long as 5 minutes does in Dragon Ball Z. That plus I can thankfully die in this one. And not worry about negative repercussions. Oops. And now I don't have to worry about that. I don't think I need him for anything. Thank God I don't. Ah, man. Ah! No! Come on. That part is easy. This part is the no... Yes. Thank God this is not a color gem. Now that's like all I can say every time I really die. Thank God this isn't a color gem, and thank God this isn't the original version. Because this was the original version, I would have probably lost my mind doing all this. Because remember, I die, it's back to the beginning. It means that I probably will never do a live stream of the original Crash 1. That's gonna be like one of my regular videos where I go and edit. Oh crap, I hope that means it's still gonna be there. But just hit me, I probably should have just broken that first, then done that. What happened there? No? And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just slide off whenever you're trying to hit that thing. But that was my fault for being, well, idiotic in that case. Because what I should have done, just waited entirely for it to pass. What? No, I'm not even joking. What happened there? That doesn't remind me. Is Coco just on a quest to see if there's any batteries in the first 3 games so she can get them herself? Because you never get that battery for her. Oh, I forgot about that. No? I finally get past. There's a checkpoint right there. And then that happens. That's just great. You die. And now I just wait patiently. And here's the more terrifying one. There again, there's one more even worse than this later, where it's basically based off of pure timing and skill. I mean that too, because you need to have, really good reflexes in order to get past that other part, and get the red gem. Once again, the red gem is like the middle finger to me in this game. That was my fault. Not even gonna put anything on the game. That was actually all. That was all me. Ah! No? And that's how easy it is to get back up here. It's this part that always terrifies me. Honestly, mostly just because of the fire. Because the fall down isn't even a problem. There's no fall damage in this game. This made me happy, especially with a certain other level. Because if I died from the fall, from the fact that Crash does belly flop in that level. Pretty much just does a belly flop in that level. I would be frustrated. No, I'm not gonna die to that. Oh, thank God, checkpoint. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not taking a chance. No? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. No. Oh, great. The one time I actually try to play cautious and do what I should do, if that happens. Yeah, I'm not going to try and even go for that one. No. No. They gotta keep hitting that exact same one or else I would be screwed. Oh, finally. At least I'm finally moving on this stage. Oh, I need you. Get over here. Make yourself useful and help me. Yep, you need him just to do this. Get your first Cortex icon. At least I hope this is my first Cortex icon, because I don't want to go back through the stage again. I'm going to enjoy this far more than I ever should. Well, at least I know I'm safe for now. Yeah, like I seriously would be more angry, but at the same time, I just got the Cortex icon. Meaning that I don't have to. Oh my God, I didn't even know that was there. Well, at least I. Well, to be fair, there's another bright side to it. I found out that was there. Don't worry, your children will join you soon. Oh God, that was close. If I jumped over, I probably could have made that. And death. Like, I'm not even mad at the game. That was my own fault. Okay, now then. I'm not going anywhere without you. Ah, no. Whew. Don't fall. For the love of God, don't fall. Okay, I'm almost done. Why do I keep dying? Oh, I have to travel further ahead in the stage. As long as that's not one of the Cortex boxes I freaking need. It is, isn't it? Thank God I saw that was there, or else I would... You know what, you can access that pretty fine, I saw it. In fact, that's why I died earlier. I thought that I could go there and get it. Now then, let's see just how hard this Cortex one is. No. No. Just no. Okay, that one was actually an accident. Come on, please work properly. That goes for both the stream and this. No? Oh, thank God. Now give me my key. Seriously, all that for a key. And we had to do it again for another key, and the next one is way more difficult than that. And that was easy compared to what you had to do to get the second key. At least I think. I think I actually passed the keys like within less than an hour, which for me in this game is a miracle. Well, for my first try. And now the time for the Tana one, which is thankfully going to be a breath of fresh air compared to the crap we just went through. And now to get every life I lost back. Okay, good. I was worried that wouldn't work and I'd have to, if it didn't, I would have just died in order to redo it. Not the entire stage, just this bonus room. And I was right too. That was literally a breath of fresh air after what I had just had all the crap I went through. At least these things are, oh God, that actually, you know, thank God it doesn't count as crushing me. You're gonna have to be real fast to get through those. Not so fast. No, it's not too bad. There's another one. There's another one we're gonna get to later on, which I swear is much worse. Whew. And you get the achievement called Cortex Craze Contest. It's what you get for pretty much unlocking one of the keys. The other key is near the very end of the game, though the keys do unlock certain levels, which are hard, but then again, the gem levels are harder. Like for instance, I think this next one, this gem level unlock was pretty much just an alternate version of Hog Wild. In fact, let's go back and show that off right now. Whole Hog. Whole Hog. Speaking of hogs, one of the funny things about Crash is that it was actually used to be called Sonic Ass Game, so you pretty much just consider this to be like the trilogy of Sonic's Ass, pretty much. The only problem is I actually bought Sonic's literal game like that when I bought Sonic 06 on the same day. So I can literally say I bought it, and plus I got the digital version, so I can legitimately say I got that game, let's see, 7 times? The one for the actual franchise, and the ones from a good franchise. Though then again, there's not much different in this one. It's just like the other one we did. Oh man, this is gonna take a while. You know, I actually do wonder how many times I've died. I'm not gonna set up a counter because Jesus, that would be terrible to do. That plus I can't be on here for too long because I do have work tomorrow morning. Okay, that one was actually funny. That was, I love the fact that the Warthog does get hurt along with you, which does feel like sweet. It feels to me kind of like a repercussion. I mean, sweet repercussions for the fact of how many times this thing caused you to die in like those other levels. So every time I fall, I at least get a small bit of satisfaction. I don't know why Night Owl keeps doing that with me. This is like, I should feel bad that I died, but at the same time, it does have like some kind of good impact on me because the fact that something that caused me to die earlier, I mean, or caused me pain earlier is going to get hurt. I'll get to into that more when I play Uncharted 2. Seriously, dying at that one scene in that game, if you're wondering, it's actually near the end when it's you and well, let's just call him Douchebag, and you are fighting against these ancient, I mean, like the supernatural thing for Uncharted, because the first 3 Uncharted games have something kind of, at least a certain bit of supernatural within them. And when you're with Douchebag, you're fighting against them, and you can die in this section. I like to die because, in my opinion, I'm happy because in every alternate reality where I die, that's another one where he obviously couldn't handle them on his own, and then died himself earlier than he normally would. Because that's actually the problem with the Uncharted games. You don't really get to kill the villain until like the last one, and oh god, Koala Kong, everyone. Made 2 appearances in the PS1, well, probably 3. This game, I never played Crash Team Racing, so does he appear in there? And the other Crash Bash. He's actually one of the very few playable characters. Oh yeah, by the way, you can't spin those. I just wanted to jump into them. I mean, jump away from them. Now here's what you're gonna want to do. Get that over and make sure it doesn't spin to one of the carts. Because if it does spin to one of the carts, I'm gonna get away with this while I can. Come on. And no matter what angle you hit it at, it's always gonna come your way. It's always gonna come in the direction you're gonna need it to. But the only funny thing about Koala Kong here, he really does need to do some leg work. I never thought I'd be saying this, but he skipped leg day. God, it feels, I don't know why, it feels weird here, for me to say that kind of stuff. Hear it come out of my own mouth. But it's true. Like Boom, it's like Sonic Boom Knuckles looked at this guy and said, you know what, this is the guy I'm gonna model myself after for this new series. And that's me wonder, is anyone actually gonna ever create Boom Sonic and Sonic Forces? Now just wait for these 2 to pass, and what happened? Yeah, I know. I just wait for this one to pass and come on, I'll take you on a crash bash. Actually, no, I suck at crash bash, so he beat me at that. But anyway, that'll probably be the last time we see him within this entire trilogy. I'm not even kidding you. I think that is the last appearance of him in this. I mean, in the first 3 games, which is kind of sad too. Because we get a bulking brute in this game, and it makes even less sense considering the fact we got this guy. After defeating... Wow, I did not realize how short this game was. This game is shorter than I remember it. Once again, that's not a bad thing, it's just that... Wow. Anyway, this is actually a really fun stage to go through. You don't need a gym. You don't need a gym to go through it. You can pretty much get pretty much off a skill alone. It might be this one I'm thinking of, or it might be another similar one like that. But don't jump or spin on these because I think they do hurt you if you try it. They're the only enemies that can't be destroyed in this game unless you hurt yourself. They're kind of like Silver Chariot Requiem in that regard. God, I gotta stop talking about JoJo when I do this stuff. That's, again, not that JoJo's bad, it's just I talk about, in my opinion, I talk about too much. Heck, there was even an entire part of Devil May Cry where I pretty much compared Nero to Giorno. Oh god, that was close. Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste my time. So here's the funny thing, you can actually just fall, there's some certain spots where you can just fall down here and you'll be perfectly safe. Like, I'm not even joking, I've actually done it a couple of times. I want to try and get the box gem because I believe you can get it here. Unless that thing said you couldn't, I missed it. Huh, I think that's actually the best I've ever made across there. So I do like the sound that the boxes make whenever you jump on a whole lot of them in a row. Because the sound gets sharper every single time you jump on it. Oh god. Until it sounds like it does now. No! I wasn't paying attention there. Again, deeply apologize for that one. And that's it. Once again, do deeply apologize for dying like that again. Great. That's like the most annoying part of this. The good thing about this is that I can die. Again, this was the original version. I would have to be careful. I'd be even more careful because, remember, on certain parts of this, I can't die at all. And I have some insurance. You know, it just hit me. This is a question everyone's probably asked at this point in their, playing games, but does it hurt? No, it's kind of like, I was actually watching Johnny Sonic 06 playthrough. I feel bad for that guy because I think he's the only person in history who's played Sonic 06 more than I have. And only the difference is he played it because people voted for it. I played it because, well, I was just getting into the Sonic universe, and I thought the game was good back then. No. No. What did I miss? Well, looks like I can't get the box gem. And why does this be one of the levels I could actually gotten on my first try, but I'm not resetting the entire stage at this point just to go back and get it. Seriously, that is frustrating. Oh gee, I wonder where those last couple could be. Well, the only good thing is I can at least show this off. That's one. That's two. That's three. Geez, I didn't realize. No, Crash just sits there and accepts it like, is it over? Coco looks at you angrily like, you did this to me. Ah, poor Coco. Once again, I'm mad because I could have beaten that one. This one I know I can't because you need I think the blue gem in order to do this. Yeah, blue gem. So I can just do this stage entirely from this one side. Because the game pretty much just said, yeah, don't worry about trying to complete this stage on your first try because you can't. And here's where we now know that this game isn't playing around. Oh no. And here's where the deaths truly start. Though if anyone can tell me where exactly did I miss that one box? Because of that I'll probably start the live stream back at that level so I can retry it again. Because I have a feeling in my gut that the reason why I didn't get it was because I missed whatever box had that. Oh, and here's the problem with this level. The amount of backtracking you'd have to do if you're doing this normally. You see all these extra paths right here? Yeah, you have to go down those in order to beat this level. I don't know what that does. I mean, not this path, because this, I think, might be mandatory. I say might because I don't know what happens if you never go down this pathway. I never have. Yeah, that's the other pathway. You need a gem. You need a certain gem, and I know there's not the green gem. I only have to look at the guide to know that one. All right. Now then. Though it is kind of good to know that after that I'm in a level where I don't have to care in the slightest. Just get here and that's it. I only did that one for fun. I still don't know that last achievement I got said. I think it was something about the fact if you already broke, since you broke those boxes, shouldn't that count? Oh god, and here's the first of, I'm gonna have to come back and do this later probably things. Because this is another gem level. Now I won't be going back to get these because I'll just go back and do like an entire gem. Quest for gem probably for that later. But I do like the way this stage at least looks because it's nowhere near as dark as it was in the original game. From aesthetic, it's still pretty much like the most terrifying level, mostly because of the fact of what is in it. Oh, and don't worry, that platform will come back after a while. You don't even have to wait that long. It goes away fast, but it takes a while to come back up, but it'll be back. Though this platform will fall after a while. Yeah, there it goes. Don't know if that one comes back because I'd never wait for it. And I'm not going to do that today. Instead, I'm going to try and survive this. Because I want to live and get all 52 boxes. Because once again, I made it through the stage and got every single box. And oh god. I apologize for this because this is what I'm going to have to do. Now, if it's later on the level, I will show the animation for if I do die later on the level than this, because I was so far in the beginning of the level, I'm just like, you know what? It's gonna be okay. Because I've honestly been playing not too well, but better than I really should have been. I do love the hints though, because just like, yeah, you don't die. Yeah, don't die. Unless you want to start this over again, in which case you can either push quick or push like this pad right here, which is pretty much the select button for this game. Because that's what all of this, all the touchpad really became is a glorified select button. Then again, when I first got my PS4 at Christmas, it felt kind of weird. It felt weird and yet cool at the same time. And yet when I first got it though, I did miss, oh god. And yes, you still have to do that if you die that early in the stage. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not gonna lie, this actually does annoy me a good bit. Come on. Another thing that made me mad was the fact of how my internet's been working, because... Are you serious? That was just... dumb. That was dumb of me and of this game, in all honesty. I don't know what happened. I might have spinned into it. Because once again, that was probably like my fault. I gotta admit, this game is hard. This game can't, like I said, it can be hard, but it's not the type of hard where just like pull out your hair. I don't want to play. I'm never gonna play this again. Kind of hard.
It's one of those kinds of hard that's gonna be like, it's frustrating, but when you get to the end of the game and beat the boss, it's going to feel really satisfying. That was actually the same feeling I got when I played Uncharted. Which I find it funny. I beat the Nathan Drake trilogy before I beat the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. Speaking of which, speaking of Naughty Dog games that that are pretty much some of the best series PlayStation's ever made. Who's excited for like what was it called again? God, I can't remember like the second game of the series. Whatever the. I can't remember the name of the game right now. Which I can't. Oh, jeez, this is actually gonna bug me. It's not Uncharted. I can't remember the name of the game right now. God, this is gonna get on my nerves all day. Oh well, I'll just go back to playing this until I can figure it out. Though I do have to admit, seeing Cortex in this game looks fantastic. I'm sorry, it's still bugging me. I don't know why. Okay, I'll start. No, just start doing that. Yeah, those things actually can kill you too, so don't hit them. Oh, that's what that does. Wait a minute, that thing make an arrow? I do think it'll come back up. I'm not waiting. I also shouldn't be jumping on all these like that because I'm gonna die if I do. And for anyone out there think I'm being over paranoid by saying that, look at my track record so far. Okay, that one was on depth perception. I think I mistimed my jump or something. The entire end of this is just gonna be nothing but my failure. Like, watch, by the time I get done with this, by beating it completely without dying, the level without dying, I'll probably like about 2, maybe 3 lives left. Because that seems to be the amount of luck I normally have with this level. I pray to God that's not true, but at the same time, it probably is gonna be. And if I don't beat it before, if I actually don't beat it before before it becomes like before this thing reaches 210, I'll stop it for right here and probably load a video of me getting it separately, or just start from here next time. Hopefully I don't have to start from here next time and I can record myself doing it, because I actually did try that with another stage before I went and saw that, oh my god, the video had like messed up on me. Oh my god, I think that really is an arrow. Yeah, it is. Huh. Oh, pretty much just a sign to go, yeah, you need to get off of here now. Yeah, I'm not falling for that crap again. Oh yeah, don't even try to skip past by doing that. I should know. I've tried. Now here's hoping that I get this in one try. Oh my god, I did it! I'm not joking, I actually did it. Okay, how's this level gonna screw me over now? Okay, let me rephrase that. How am I gonna mess up now? Huh, setting those things there is actually setting my heart afire, so what else is there for this game to possibly give me a freaking heart attack? Oh, God. Yeah. Oh yeah, move off this platform as soon as it stops. Actually, I don't think there's that much to worry about for now. Oh my God, no. Thank God. Luckily I can stand on these. There ain't even electricity coming out of there. This is actually the simplest part of the stage. Just jump and that's it. Oh, and here's the funny thing. This is the end of the level. And there's a danger sign right here. After all the crap this game makes you go through, it puts a danger sign right at the very end. Huh, but you know what? I feel like taking a victory lap around Pinstripe. So I'm gonna do that before this time's up. Wow, these long times really do take long. They're still not as long as Sonic 06, I believe, or no, Might Number 9 is still the absolute worst, and oh my God, there's still more. Oh, this is Toxic Waste. Actually, this is a breather level. In fact, if I die in this, I don't have a problem with going back or anything to get this. Because this level is actually so short and so simplistic that even when I die, I feel like it's completely my fault because of that barrel throwing dude. Thank God that waste doesn't, like, you know, hurt you. In fact, it doesn't. I've actually tried. But I do have to admit, this stage, I love the music in this stage. You know what? This is one of those games I wish where the pre-order came with like a bonus disc with all the music on there. So what else you're going to want to watch out for is there are some barrels that do bounce. But oh man, that's actually one of the reasons I love this stage. This is actually a fairly good amount of challenge at this part of the game. Because I can say this is the middle because we're at the third to last boss. In which case, geez, I didn't realize how short Crash 2 was. I mean, Crash 1 was. And I think that's where they start introducing the bouncing ones. Yep, it is. All you do is just time and see where they are. Like that. Because remember, these are the ones where you can just pretty much just go across easily. Watch me, the first one is a bouncer. Maybe all of them are. No. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm scared to do this, but... You know what? No. Okay, now. Okay, good. Oh god, I'm gonna lose my mind in this game. You know, I thought Sonic 06 would be the game to make me do that, but nope, it's gonna be Crash. And barely made that, too. And now all you do now is just make it a curl god. Huh. I would be, again, be more angry, but this stage that's short because look, we had all the boxes right there. I'm actually surprised. It doesn't frustrate me as much as it normally would. I mean, I was right there. But for some reason with this stage, I know it doesn't take me that long to beat it, so... Excuse me, so it's like, why get mad at it? In fact, after the last stage, this is pretty much really, really good. It's like being in a Dragon Ball Z tournament and you beat Goku and your last opponent is Hercule. But anyway, let's get our Frylock back. Serious, I'm still consider this guy to be like a prototype Frylock. Which that actually does kind of make me sad that Aqua Teen isn't on TV anymore, well, with new episodes. Though I do like how after after 100th episode, they actually kept changing the name of the show. Like at one point, Aqua Unit Patrol Squad, Aqua TV Show, Aqua something, whatever. And I think there was another couple seasons, but I kind of quit watching it for a while like that. But I did tune in for like the last season of it, or what they said was going to be like the final season, and it was really, really fun to watch. In fact, my little brother used to love that because that was always our thing. I would watch Robot Chicken, he would watch Aqua Teen, so we would watch both the shows together. In fact, I still this day love Robot Chicken, even though I haven't seen it in a good while. In fact, I had to catch it on demand with Comcast. Once again, misjudgment on my part. I ain't even mad. That was completely my fault. Because again, it's not like it's the last level where every single time I was playing through it, it was just like, oh god, just end. Because this level's harder. This level is easy, way easier. In fact, the funny thing is, I think I complained about this the gem in this level. I was wrong, actually. It's not in this level you'll need to get the gem. It's in the level after you'll need to get it. Oh god. I can't even be mad at that. That was just dumb on my part. It's kind of like that one scene from I can't remember, Sharknado movie where the girl I think like pushes the shark away but ends up falling out and like right into the shark's mouth afterwards as he's like spun around one time. Like nothing falls that perfectly into place because it's like Nostalgia Critic gets the Cinema Snob. It said even the guy was laughing, going no. Oh god. Anyway, let's get this back. Okay, that one was actually annoying. Remember, if it hits 220, I'm actually ending it here. Because I probably should just ended this. I probably should just end it here in all honesty, but nah. Alright, let's see what's next. What is next after this? Because I don't think it's Pinstripe to be exact. Which I would love to end it by like pretty much like hurting Pinstripe, especially after what you find out he kind of does to, find out what Pinstripe really is for the Crash Bandicoot series. Alright. Oh, there's actually an actual life up there? That's good to know. Well, at least there's at least something that came from me having to repeat this level. You know, actually, I'm kind of mad now, mostly because of the fact of I should have been done. Well, with this level. Oh god. Come on. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna actually just try and speed through this and see how that goes. Okay, never mind. Because actually, I'm kind of glad I didn't go through what I was originally planning to do. But I would try and get every single gem I could. Because I found out that by doing that in my original file, I would probably have been getting to, like, let's playing this game today for the first time. Probably not even today, because that last gem, jeez, that last gem. Okay, I gotta at least be some more cautious. Being cautious. I mean, what is up with me today? Cautious. I gotta admit though, this music, I think another reason because I love despite the fact of me dying over and over again, I'm just like, well, at least I'm listening to this music. Oh, that actually would have been embarrassing if I died there. Because the enemy, I can understand. To that, no. Okay, now actually I'm angry. Finally got back to the same spot I was at. And then that happens. You know what? I'm actually just going to try to rush through this again. Because after I lost my Aku Aku, I was doing good. At least somewhat good. And then I had to die. Actually, how many lives do I have? Okay, got 80. I'm actually close to getting an achievement if I actually somehow die enough to get 99. Believe it or not, that's actually how I got up to 99. I don't know why, I just love seeing those things crack. Alright. Oh my god, I'm doing better now. This is where that jumping one's going to start coming in, isn't it? Oh my god, I dodged it. Alright, come on. And I'm doomed. Abandon hope, all thee who watch. At least I get 2 lives for this. Though, in all honesty, actually, I'm terrified to see what comes up next for me. One last time. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna go through. Because if I don't, I'm gonna sound like a freaking addict soon. And plus, this actually is kind of annoying because it took me less than this many tries to beat it my first round. But anyway, let's try this again. Oh my god, I think I'm actually reached 99 if I keep failing like this. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because in reality, this is what an average playthrough Crash probably does look like. Nothing but countless deaths. No. Please, no. Just get out of my way. I'm going to try this. I have to evince odds are I'm prone to doing this at some point or another. You know what? No. I said it was gonna be the last one. That's the last one. I'm not even gonna worry about that one because I don't want to see. I hate to see. Actually, no, I did say I was gonna do that no matter what. So, I'm gonna show you what the angry Coco face looks like for this one. Then, I'll upload a video separately later on of me doing this one properly. Actually, I don't think I really need to because, well, you see here how it has to be done. It's just that I died. In all honesty, if I got a second crash, if I got a second icon, and watch me do this flawlessly despite the crap you saw earlier. Yeah, you see that? That's what annoys me. Look at how close I was to the end. Aww. That makes me feel so bad to see that. She just shakes her head and shame looks back at you. You know what? It's Pinstripe. I need something to punch. Well, in this case, spin into. And Pinstripe's face is a perfect thing to do so with. I'm going to release so much stress thanks with this guy. Which in hindsight is more cathartic if you know what if you know what he does to Crash. Wait, how am I not getting hit here? Oh my god, I think... Did he hit me the same time I hit him? Now I do have to admit, that portrait of him does look really nice. Why do I keep doing that? Once again, that makes more sense to do. Honestly, it does pay to hit him best during his reloading stage. I honestly forgot about not hitting him. Oh my god. Okay, so basically just hide on this side for that. Okay, or maybe not. Okay, yeah, you do want to. Just wait for his gun to jam. No! Get me away from him! Actually, I don't know if those things can still hit you. And that's actually the best way for me to actually end this for now. Because I am starting to get frustrated because those last two levels, jeez. I should not have died that much during those. But, anyway, I just want to say thank you. This has been Zay Red, everyone. And until next time.